Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so excited. I don't know if you remember this, but we have briefly met before on a carpet.
Oh my God. Tell me which one.
It was the pre-Golden Globes Spotify party.
Yeah.
And I was asking you for hot takes with a mini mic.
Yes.
And you had a really good one. You said, let kids swear.
Yeah.
And then Robbie absolutely blew me out of the water and was like, coffee's disgusting.
That really disturbed me.
I like the whole rest of the night, that was genuinely like the worst one I got.
Yeah, look. He for himself is not wrong. Like, whatever you like is what you like. But
True.
liking coffee, I'm going to get so much hate from specific people in my life. Not liking coffee, I think, is a barometer for being a little bit weird.
I'm with you.
A little bit weird.
You can have a bean preference. Like I get a lot of people, they're like, I hate that coffee. Their beans are burnt. Like you have to dabble and find your flavor.
Yeah.
Get that. But to not like it at all?
I know. I'm like, refine your palate, girls.
Really?
That's how I feel.
I feel the same way. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Two Hot Takes. I'm your host Morgan, and I'm so excited to be joined today by Nadine Bhabha. Nadine, you were in Heated Rivalry. I feel like everyone's been talking about this show for months now. It's absolutely incredible. I don't think people like realize how good of a show it is. And people talk about how hot it is, but I'm like, no. Like the acting, the cinematography, like
yes. Shout out to Jackson.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
I found this TikTok account by this girl, Valentina, and she breaks down all the shots. And like, I think she actually reached out to Jackson.
Probably.
And got like aerials of the rooms. And she's like, this is how he did this one shot versus this. And it's such a good show.
It's a really good show. It's really well crafted.
It's unreal.
Jacob Tierney, our father figure, wrote and directed every episode and just like has such a strong sense of vision and really just put his heart on the line to make it what it is. I feel like the first two episodes it's like you're inside of a race car.
Oh my gosh, that's a good way to put it.
And then the third episode is the rom-com. The fourth episode's the tragedy. The fifth is one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen.
Good. No, it's so good.
And then 6 is like a little sweet glass of port.
I love how he shot it too, where like 6 felt like it could have been enough closure if it didn't get picked up for season 2.
Totally.
Which like, thank you, because you never know. Lady Jane Grey, whatever that show is, still haunts me that didn't come back for season 2.
Right.
So I'm like, I really appreciate that. But I cried the entire time.
Oh.
Like every single episode I cried. I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be like, just bawling.
Yeah.
But your character is like the friend everyone wants. Like, have you been getting that a lot where you're like,
yeah, I've been getting so many DMs from people being like, I wish I knew a person like this when I was younger, which is so nice. I mean, oh my God. It really breaks my heart that people don't have that sense of community outside of what feels like the internet right now.
I know that's one thing that's like I've even noticed, and LA is especially difficult, but like we don't really have strong villages anymore. I feel like I grew up and it was like, oh, my grandma would watch me or my aunt would watch me, my mom's friend would watch me. Like you'd kind of get pawned off on your village.
Sure.
And now it's kind of hard to have that.
They've done studies that like if you're within walking distance of your friends, you live a better life.
I fully believe it.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, I live a lot of the time in Toronto. In my neighborhood, I can walk to like 7 or 8 different friends. And that's
unreal.
Yeah. It makes the biggest difference. And I'm talking like 10-minute walk, like not half hour, 45 minutes, like 10 minutes.
That is so nice.
It's like, do you want to go do something now? That is better than literally any pill you could ever take.
It completely is. And I think that's why we all, like, if you went to a traditional college experience, that's why you leave college and all of a sudden you're like, this is horrible. I'm sad. I don't have my friends. I can't go get a burrito at 2 a.m. with someone. Like, it just feels like you went from 100 to 0. And that's college. Like, you're walkable. Your friends are right down the hall or, you know, a 10-minute walk away. And it's like, yeah, we need more of that. Okay, I'm going to come be your neighbor.
Yeah, come on down to the east side of Toronto.
Oh my gosh, I love Canada.
Do you?
I love Canada.
Where have you been?
Kind of all over. Spent a lot of time in Manitoba.
Okay.
A lot of time outside of Edmonton in Lloydminster.
Okay, I know Lloydminster because I've never been there.
Yeah.
But I have friends who are from there.
A very random hole in the wall. Calgary, Banff, here and there. Not a lot on
the other side.
The other side.
So Toronto's very different than those other cities and smaller towns. Lloydminster, shout out.
No, it's so tiny.
Yeah, Toronto is like a really nice mix of, we're like small, clean Canadian New York.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'd vibe. Okay, well, let's get into these stories. I've got a bunch today that are just kind of like all these crazy dilemmas, but you're such a good friend. You've got the friend vibe down. I've heard you on other podcasts and they're just like, she's such a good person, a good friend.
That's nice.
So I know you're going to clock these, but it's just like friendly advice. Like, what do you tell these people if you were their friend, how they proceed forward? Because
I got this.
We got a lot of chaos.
This is my favorite thing to do, is to give my 3 cents.
Oh, unsolicited advice?
Yeah, and
That's
I give an
here.
extra cent in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. 3 cents.
3 cents.
That's going to stick with me. I think I need that. Like, I need a tattoo. I don't even want a tattoo. I'm like, that's so good. Okay, let's dive in.
Okay.
This first one is coming from Off My Chest.
Okay.
Titled, I hate my friend's husband for not choosing me.
Oh, okay.
Friend and I are in our late 20s. He's in early 30s. I met my friend's husband around a year before they met. We became friends with benefits, and it went on for a while, even though he was in a relationship with someone else for a part of that. I caught feelings, but with him juggling multiple high-stress jobs and grad school, he said he didn't have the kind of time to be in a relationship. Around the time that phase died down and he had picked a single lane, we stopped hooking up because he went on a multiple-month trip across the globe to advance his career. A few months after he came back, he met my friend at an event, and even though he knew she was my friend, he got together with her within weeks. I'm pretty sure he just got off on the fact that he was her first. He never told her about me or about cheating on his ex or about how he constantly slept around before her. They've been together ever since, and she's blinded by love for him. They moved states about 2 years later, and things took off for him. She's stayed in touch with our friend group, and we've been meeting up often now that they've moved back a few months ago. She looks at him like he hung the moon. They have more money than they'll ever possibly need. They have kids. But I can see through his act of being this hardworking husband and father and the success story, and that he's still the same misogynistic asshole. I absolutely hate him. I met him first. I wanted a relationship. I would have supported him like she did, moved states for him, been a good mom to the kids. But somehow, she got his attention. She's super introverted, quiet, and shy. So I don't know how that happened in the first place. Meanwhile, I have a good life on paper and everything is fine, but it's not the same in any way to what she gets from him. I don't know why I was good enough to use, but not good enough to be his girlfriend or wife.
Okay,
Wow.
First of all, the title is like, I hate my friend's husband. I'm like, I'm on your side.
Yeah.
I hate him too. And then the second part, for not choosing me, I'm like, wait a second.
Do you want him?
Okay, here's the thing. First of all, they don't sound like best friends.
No.
That already, I'm like, red flag.
Yeah.
Because you cannot control how people feel feelings. And you're not entitled to a person's life. Like, you're not entitled to him marrying you and having other random children. Because she's like, oh, I'll be like a good mother to the children. They would be different children.
They sure would.
Yeah, I'm girl, get over it. That's how I feel.
I know. It's really tough because like I think a lot of us have been there where you've been in that friends with benefits box in hopes they wake up and they see you and they're like, I like you. I like you more than that. But the reality is like sometimes people are just okay with convenience and someone they're comfortable with, and that's all they want.
Yeah, but it's also like, I mean, I hope this for her and I hope this for everyone. Like, sometimes you think you really like somebody and you like spending time with them, and then you meet someone that you really like spending time with, and then it makes sense for you. And you don't really, I mean, I don't know how he treated her in that friends with benefits scenario, but he doesn't owe you a relationship after that.
No.
You know?
Well, and it sounds like he was in a relationship.
Totally.
So you were also like kind of being this other woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you've made so many sacrifices just to have him in any regard you can.
Yeah. And look, dating men is a nightmare and a prison. And it sucks. However, in this particular scenario, I'm just sort of like, okay, that man's for the streets then. Like, leave him alone. Like, he's not in your life, and you don't want to win something that like was such a struggle.
It is definitely a struggle, and that's a really good point. And it's also like, what do you win? Like, even in your own words, you're like, he's still the same misogynistic asshole.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. She also doesn't sound like a girl's a girl. Sorry. Because I'm like, you are focusing on her. Why call her an introvert as a negative thing?
I think most people are introverts, or that new one, the amnivert or whatever, where you're like an introvert but can be out there.
I can't even get into how much I hate labels. People are like, I read a book. I'm an introvert. It's like, shut up.
Just be.
Just be. Like, I just like, we need to, box ourselves into these things in order to like feel this is the lack of community talking.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'm an extrovert, which if I were to label myself, I would say I'm like a pure extrovert. But it's like, you don't need to feel like you need, like, put her down and call her an introvert negatively in order to like be like, I'm a better person than she is.
I don't get how she's still so lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes labels can like, they can make you feel better about something, but it is interesting.
They can illuminate things.
Yes. But I do think you make a good point. It's like, why are we so obsessed with the labels? And like, we all fall prey to it. And I'm like, I don't know. Is it, why are we like getting so hung up on those things?
I do think it's a lack of community, as we were talking about before, where it's like, if you felt safe and taken care of within your friend group or family or whatever, you would just exist. And one day you feel more like an introvert, the next day you feel like an extrovert, and you don't need to declare every single day what you are. But because we are a bit more of like an online generation and feeling the lack of community, in order to find these people, you need to declare stuff so other people can put their hand up. That's how it feels.
I have to sit with that. I'm like, I completely agree. It's something I've been noticing too. It's like, people are losing nuance.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you have to be one or the other. Like you have to be in this box.
Absolutely.
You have to be in that box.
Yes.
And it's like, no. Like, there is way more gray area than there is black and white. And like the ability to just like warp your mind in different variations, like people are really struggling with right now.
We love the idea that like, if I am something, especially when it comes with a bit of struggle, it becomes social currency. It's like truly like you are rich with social currency if you have all of these sort of like solvable problems. I'm not going to get into like actual diagnoses of real things.
Yeah.
But like, you know, people are like, I'm trying not to get canceled.
my daily challenge.
But, you know, like it's really easy to be like, well, I'm like this, or like, okay, I'm going to, having a period is really hard, but I do find a lot of the time it's like people say kind of fucked up things. And then there's like, but I'm on my period. when it's God. Like, when it's
they're
like,
using it as like a front for whatever.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm a freaking nightmare on my period too, but like, once a month, I'm not going to blame like a fucked up thing I said on me just kind of being a monster.
Oh, for sure. Or I think people do it a lot with like trauma, and like everyone goes through trauma in their lives. It's valid what you went through, but at the same time, it's not an excuse to treat people horribly.
No, it's like my parents got divorced when I was a teenager. I'm not going to then use it as an excuse if I've said something weird to you at a party.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They don't correlate.
Exactly.
They don't correlate. Like, that person or whatever, like probably just sucks. Was a bitch that day.
Yeah.
XYZ. But like, it's not,
So like, as a child of divorced parents, it's like, I don't need to put myself in that box. That is something that happened. It's part of the quilt of my life, but it's not like who I am. And I think like a lot of people use the little squares of the life quilt as this is who I am. And I think like, this woman sounds like she needs to just find her people, and she won't be hung up on this like kind of ghost.
Yeah.
Because they're not hanging out.
No.
You know?
Like they're now seeing each other here and then since like they moved back to the city and there's still kind of a mutual friend group. But it's like, if that person, like if this is disturbing you so much, you maybe shouldn't hang out when she's around in this group.
Look inward.
It's time because like your late 20s, they're now married with kids, plural. They're moving fast. They don't care about you. He's not coming back. And would you want to be the other woman again? No, you deserve better.
Also, late 20s.
Late 20s.
Meaning that they already have kids. So meaning they started all this in their early 20s. I'm sorry. Are we blaming a 20-something-year-old dude for keeping you as an option?
And that's the thing. If you don't want to be an option, don't be an option.
Everyone's a loser idiot in their 20s.
Oh my God, I had no idea who I was, what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was insane. I look back and I'm like, I just want to like shake me at some points where I'm like, Morgan, don't be sad about this Canadian boy who is ghosting you. And
that's why you know Canada.
Oh, I know Canada well. But I'm like, don't be sad. Like your future is so much bigger and brighter and like it has so much more to offer than being sad about people who don't value you in the same way you value them.
Yeah. If this man was, I mean, no excuse along the way, but like if this man was like in his 30s, 40s and above, I'd be like, okay, like get your shit together, dude. But in his 20s?
They're both out there just experiencing, figuring out who they are, living life.
Yeah.
Top comment on this one. Why you want him as a husband when he is a misogynistic asshole? ?
Great question.
Next one down responds and goes, because he has money. Next comment, what did I just read? Firstly, why would you ever believe that a guy who's cheating on their partner with you would ever see you as more than a side piece? Secondly, why would you want to get with a guy who would easily cheat? Move on, find someone decent, and don't pine over your friend's husband. I don't think you and her are really friends, especially if you're talking about her in this way. You're in your late 20s. This kind of attitude should stay behind in your teenage years.
I agree.
They're kind of clocking her.
Yeah.
But that's what you said, like where you're like, I don't even feel like they're that good of friends.
No.
Or she's definitely not a girl's girl because of the way she's talking about her, because she's kind of okay with being the other woman.
It'd be okay if she was like, you know, my friend we're very different and he obviously is like, you know, feels more safe and comfortable with her because we're very different, but not like demeaning her and sort of trying to put down her personality.
No, that to me is so absurd.
And also, she said to me like, so I don't even know how they met in the first place. It's like, you're not good friends.
Like met at an event, which also feels like pure chance. Like they met kind of out in the wild, meet cute vibe.
Here's the thing. Here's my hot take.
Okay.
What if she doesn't even know this girl that well? And she's just kind of like Ingrid Goes Westing her.
Ooh.
Did you see that movie?
No.
With Aubrey Plaza?
No, but I love
Elizabeth
her.
Olsen. Okay, it's from like 10 years ago, I want to say. And Elizabeth Olsen is like living this incredible life. And Aubrey Plaza plays like this stalker who follows her and basically single white females her, like tries to take her life. And I'm like, this is what's going on.
Oh my God. Yeah. And like you can use the friend so loosely. Like, did you go to a couple different parties together in college and that's what you're considering?
Like, you know her.
Yeah.
But she's not your friend.
I don't think if you knew her, she probably wouldn't have gone after him if you would have been like, hey, I've been actually hooking up with him.
That's another thing.
And like the writer even said, like, she doesn't know his past, that he hooked up with me, that he cheated on his girlfriend. It's like, oh, well, if I was hooking up with a guy and this was me, my friends would know everything. So yeah.
They're not friends.
I don't think so.
She just knows her. She's met her.
So odd. But okay, moving on to this next one. This is coming. The water.
Keep it in. Girls be dribbling.
No, literally, most episodes, just cups do not work for me. Straws do not work for me. This is coming from r/Am I the Asshole Talk. Kind of like this random little subreddit that's popped up. It's titled, Am I the Asshole for Accepting a Promotion My Boyfriend Doesn't Want Me to Take Because He Says It'll Change Our Relationship?
Okay.
I got offered a promotion at work, a real one, Not a lateral move, not a fancy new title with the same pay, an actual step up. More responsibility, better money, and honestly, something I've been grinding towards for a long time. When they told me, I almost cried in the meeting because I've wanted this for years. I came home that night so excited to tell my boyfriend. I thought he'd be happy for me, thought we would celebrate, maybe open a bottle of wine and talk about what this could mean for our future together. Instead, he got quiet. Then he started asking questions, but not excited questions, worried ones. Like, how many more hours are you going to be working? Does this mean no more spontaneous weekends? Are you going to be stressed all the time now? He said, this isn't the life I pictured for us. The life he pictured, not the life we talked about. The life he decided we were supposed to have, which apparently involved me staying exactly where I am professionally so that things stay comfortable and easy for him. He keeps talking about how he wants a simple life, less stress, less ambition, more time just hanging out and being chill. And I get that. I love our chill time too. But I'm also a person with goals, and this opportunity means something to me. It's not just about money. It's about me feeling like I'm actually going somewhere. I tried to reassure him, told him a promotion doesn't mean I turn into some corporate robot who never comes home. I said we would figure out a balance together. I asked him to trust me that I can handle more responsibility without abandoning our relationship. He wasn't hearing it. He said he'd seen it happen before with other couples, and that once one person starts climbing the ladder, the relationship always suffers. He said he didn't sign up for that. Didn't sign up for what? For me succeeding? For me wanting more than what I have right now? That part really stung. Every time I bring up anything work-related, he gets this look on his face like I'm already choosing my job over him by just being excited about it. And I feel like I can't even be happy about this huge thing that happened to me because his reaction has completely overshadowed it. I haven't officially accepted yet, but I know I'm going to, and I think he knows it too, which is probably why things feel so weird between us right now. Am I the asshole for taking this, even though he doesn't want me to? No.
Okay, this one I'm like fully on her side.
100%.
Men, it takes a very special kind of man to feel comfortable and not emasculated with a successful woman. And I'm not being like, I know I sound like a girl boss mug, but I'm so serious. Like, I have personally been in so many situations where I'm like unattractive to men because I'm like good at my job.
It's
so
annoying. Wild.
I know.
I don't understand this this threat. And have you heard of the Manosphere doc that just came out?
I don't know.
Okay, it's this new documentary that just dropped on Netflix, and it goes into all these different male groups, whether it's like kind of a red pill group, the incel group, or like husbands first group, like these different male groups. And they're talking to men and they're like, why do you have all these problems? And they're like, the society is unfair and blah, 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 blah. And I don't get paid enough and this and that. And it's like, they're so close to getting to the point. And then they ask, well, why do you think that is? And they're like, women. They blame women for all their problems. And it's like, why are you so threatened when this is like the society that you've kind of created? And it's this whole thing, but it's like, I don't understand that, where I'm like, no, like, you're still a team. This is not a threat. This is not competition. This is a teammate. And you could have your cake and eat it too.
Totally.
If you just got out of your own way.
Totally. There's something very strange about even like progressive dudes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking a little bit heteronormatively about this, but there's a very strange dynamic where it's like, no matter how they feel about like large concepts, equal pay.
Yeah.
Women in the workforce, whatever. When it comes to their own personal life, there is a disconnect. And it's like, oh, I believe that you deserve all these things, but just not you and me in this relationship.
It's so interesting. Yeah, it's like we're the exception. Like, yay for everyone else out there, but like our position, yeah, we're not going to operate like that.
Yeah, and it's like, look, I'll give him that the rat race of capitalism is not like the greatest goal to have. I don't know what she does for a living. And so I can understand, like, you know, you don't want to put in too many extra hours to make too much extra money in order to, like, for what? Truly for what? You know, like, part of life is going on spontaneous vacations and, like, making time for your relationships and love. That being said, I'm sort of like, it sounds like that's a conversation to be having when it's happening.
Yeah.
And not, like, right when she's telling you, I got a promotion.
Put all of whatever nervousness, anxiety you have, yay!
Yeah.
Address that first.
Totally. Like, if she starts sleeping at the office on Friday nights and you see her on Monday morning, different conversation.
Then you have a problem, or your
Yeah.
relationship's actually suffering.
Totally.
She just got it. You don't
Yeah.
even know what it's going to look like yet.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
He's seen it with other couples.
You're not other
Okay.
couples.
Totally.
Don't
and
compare.
also, even if that is what's happening, you can only deal with it, like, when it's happening.
Well, she also is coming from a place like she likes her job.
Mhm.
She's genuinely excited about this promotion. Some people, like, I think too, with certain jobs, like, some people live to work
Sure.
and some people just work to live.
Yeah.
And she wants a little bit more. Like, maybe she's in between those two things. But, like, again, she's excited. She loves where she's at.
Yeah.
Like, as her partner, you should just be, like, supportive.
Yeah.
And I get, like, I want to do these trips still. Like, what does this look like? But I think you're spot on where it's like, that's not the conversation to have right away.
No. And it's like the fact that he even wants to have it right away, I'm just sort of like, oh, you're, like, doomed. Because anytime an actual problem is going to come up, it's just going to be, like, only from his perspective. Like, it sounds like, obviously we're only getting her story, but it sounds like he's not thinking about her at all.
No, it's very, like, instantly through a selfish lens. How's this going to affect me? I want to be more chill. I want to travel, which, like, don't we all? But, like, still, like, this could be huge.
I want to know what he does.
I'm very curious.
Because I'm like, if he doesn't work in corporate and she does, and, like, I don't know, maybe he's a tradesperson or whatever it is, or maybe he's, like, middle management or something. Like, it sort of sounds like he is jealous of her.
I could see it. I'm not seeing any comments from OP about, like, specifics of their job. But yeah, I am very, very curious.
Sometimes I'm just like, with the boys, I'm just like, just sit back and be a kept man for a moment. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Also, no one's judging you.
No.
You know?
I think that's one thing, like, early on with me and my partner, like, I was supposed to be in healthcare. He was in music. And this is, like, something that we really, like, kind of struggled through initially, because, like, I thought I was going to be in a hospital working Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then he's going to be traveling for music and doing all this stuff. And, like, you get to these points in your relationship where it's like, yeah, you can stress about the future, but you can only address it kind of as it comes. And I put so much worry and, like, I'm not going to be able to travel or go to London when you do sessions in London. Look, here we are now 5 years later, and
it's going to work out.
I don't even work in healthcare.
Exactly.
I have a podcast,
Yes.
and it's like, address things as they come.
Totally. I'm also just, like, so interested in, like, the thought process behind, like I've been in several situations, mostly on dates. I go on a lot of dates. I'm a date girl. And it's either with men that I have, like, known for a while, or, like,
Mutual.
early stages, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, we'll be talking about work, and then all of a sudden, either once I literally got a phone call from my manager, like, about a booking, and I was sort of having that conversation. Should I be having it on a date? That's neither here nor there.
Hey,
but
came up.
He was there listening to me have this conversation, like, kind of negotiating back and forth, whatever. And then I got off the phone. I made a nice chunk of change. And he was, like, mad. And we're not even together. But the energy had really shifted. And a couple weeks ago, actually, I was on this date with another writer. And there was, like, this energy. There was an energy there of, like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm like, cool.
That's great.
Like, that's great. How many siblings do you have? Like, we don't need to be talking about work. Like,
Yeah.
There was, like, an energy coming at me.
Almost like a competition.
Yeah.
Like, let me establish that, like, I'm here at this level.
Yeah.
This is all of these things I have going on. This is, like, almost, do you feel people do it to, like, gain respect off the bat, where it's like, here's where I'm at? Is it an ego thing?
It's
where do you
interesting,
feel
'cause
like,
if that's the case, then it's like, why are you so disturbed that I'm working? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, I don't know. There's like I do find a lot of people, they're going back to like identifying as things, like find a lot of their identity in their job and the label of their job. And so I feel like when it's like, oh, my wife or my girlfriend is a CEO and I'm just like the director of sales, like it feels bad.
I don't know why people get like that. Have you found, like, going on dates and stuff, do people get worried that like you're going to be gone somewhere for 6 months? Like, have you noticed that, like, because you as an actor, like, you don't know where you're going to go. You don't know what part you're going to get, how long a shoot's going to be. So you could literally be gone for 6 months or 3 months or 2 months. Like, there's so much up in the air with your career. How has that played into dating?
I think for me, I'm very upfront with how I like to be in a relationship. I'm very separate.
Okay.
I love spending time with people, but like soft long distance really works for me.
Oh, what is soft long distance?
That's like I'm going away for 3 months for a job and we know I'm coming back.
Okay.
So it's like when you come, it's like a trip. If you come visit me, it's special. If I come home, it's special.
Yeah.
Not moving indefinitely for 3 years, but like soft long distance really works for me. So, I mean, if they're worried about that, they're not the person for me.
Exactly. And I think that is her. I think you've gotten to this point where you're striving for more. You want this for yourself. You're excited. It doesn't matter why you want this. You want this.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And you'll figure it out.
And I think you're just on different pages with this guy.
It's really, being in a relationship is so weird. It's like you are an individual, separate person. And for some reason, the universe, whoever created the universe, made it so that we crave love and intimacy. And then you have to take another separate, independent person and mash lives together.
Yeah.
When we have literally the whole world at our fingertips. It is the strangest concept. I'm supposed to sleep in the same physical bed as you for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. It's weird.
It's so odd. I truly am like one of those people, like I believe in a soulmate. My husband doesn't, which is kind of like this weird concept of where you like, I kind of crashed out for a while where I'm like, but then what am I? Like, you're just like, what? But I think like if you kind of look at like science and like, oh, the multiverse could be real, like this point in time, or like, what if the butterfly effect affected this timeline that we're on? And that's why we met and that's why we're together. Like, it is an interesting concept. And now I can't sleep. I don't sleep well alone now. But then I'm like, well, what if he needs a CPAP machine? What if I need a CPAP machine?
Sure.
How am I going to sleep next to him?
Yeah.
It is an interesting concept. And like changing your brain to think not selfishly is hard. Where it's like, I want to do this, but now I've got this other person I have to consider. Like, it is hard and it takes a lot of growth to get there, and it's a muscle. You got to learn how to flex it.
Yeah. And if these people are having problems at this stage, I'm like, ooh, you're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah. This is just a promotion.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. Imagine like a tragedy happens.
Or kids. Who's going to stay home?
Totally. Not him.
Is it automatically going to be you because you're the one having the baby? Like,
yeah.
Like, that's where it's really tough. Really tough. The comments on this one are on the same page as us. It sounds like you've outgrown him. Take the job and leave the boyfriend. He's straight up telling you that he's inflexible and that if life throws you a curveball, he won't be there for you.
Yeah.
He's not long-term relationship material at all. Congratulations on your promotion.
Oh my God. Savage.
I like it. Next comment. He doesn't want a simple life. He wants a stagnant one, and he's trying to dress it up as a relationship concern, so you feel guilty for outgrowing him.
I know the simple life thing really, I'm allergic to when people say that, because I'm like, what does that mean?
What, I know. Like, you just want to live on a little homestead farm, make your own butter. Like, what is the simple life?
When men mention a farm to me, I'm always like,
is this coming up a lot?
It's, yeah.
Is it a new thing?
Everyone's always trying to like, I'm going to quit this whole life and go live on a farm. I'm like, you wouldn't last 2 fucking seconds on a farm.
Life is hard.
You can't wake up before 11 a.m. You're going to work on a farm?
Your hands are too soft for that.
Yeah, you can't connect your Bluetooth to the friggin' speaker. You're going to go work on a farm? I've seen you chop an onion. You're going to go work on a farm?
I don't think people understand what goes into farming.
No.
Like farmers are the backbone of this country. I'm like, I don't think you understand what goes into it.
I'm like, the diminishing of what living on a farm, working on a farm is for like literally these like lost souls who are just kind of like, oh, my corporate job is so annoying. I'm going to go live on a farm. If I was a farmer, I'd be like, take my name out of your mouth.
I don't get why that has become like the thing. And I'm like, maybe it's like the Nara Smith of it all, where people are like, they're watching her make her gum and it's like, oh, this is so great. I want to make my own gum and popsicles.
Didn't we learn anything from trying to make sourdough for like 5 years?
Farming is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
It is not.
No.
And I'm like, do you want a couple chickens? Like what
Even then.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
My friend literally lives on a farm and chickens get eaten by coyotes like every day.
Oh yeah.
And it's devastating.
Yeah.
It's like not easy cool.
No, I just saw a guy on TikTok. He had a cow and the cow wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's farming. It is heartbreaking and sad and hard.
And then they're like, oh, I'll go live like a remote, like off the grid.
And wash your own clothes
They
on a
don't have
washboard.
one battle after another in the friggin' forest, dude. You're never going to make it.
This is the thing. I'm like, why are we trying to go work so hard when we've created all of these modern luxuries that can be so nice?
It's because people forget about balance. It's like this, we're talking about lack of nuance. They forget about balance. They forget that you can literally just drive to a lake, spend a couple days there, or you can just move closer to a physical lake and also work your regular life. And then just at 5 p.m. say, I'm not working anymore. And then turn your computer off for the evening.
That is one thing I miss every single day. Like walking into a hospital, doing my 8 hours, getting my documentation done, walking out the door, done. Bye.
Yes.
Checked out. Like the luxury of being able to check out.
Yeah.
Oh.
People forget that you can just say bye. Nothing's going to happen.
I know.
And I'm not like, whatever. I'm sure lots of things, a doctor can't walk out middle of surgery.
No.
But like, especially when you type on a computer as a job, just turn it off.
Obviously, we have to eat. You gotta make that money.
Yeah.
You gotta eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a balance of like, you can have your cake, eat it too. You can have the job. You can want to climb and get successful and do this and that and also still have a good life.
Totally. And to be clear, we're not talking about people who work paycheck to paycheck.
No.
You do what you need to do. You dream about the farm. We're talking middle class complainers.
I know. It's tough gig.
Yeah.
But break up. I think I'm in the board of breakup. It sounds like it's coming anyways.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, moving along to this next one. This is coming from r/true off my chest.
Okay.
So just people going and venting and just needing a place.
Okay.
It is titled, "He wants to call off my divorce because my cancer treatment was successful. When I was diagnosed with testicular cancer, he filed for divorce because he said it would be too much to take care of me. In my province, you have to live separately and apart for 1 year before a divorce is granted. Since he left, I've had surgery and chemotherapy, and my latest checkup shows no evidence of disease. When he found that out, I don't know how, he applied in court to withdraw the divorce application. He told me that we can stay married since I'm no longer sick, and he was actually shocked when I blocked the divorce withdrawal petition through my own lawyer. I don't want to be married to him after what he did."
This is like the next iteration of like, again, what happens if tragedy strikes?
Oh my God.
It sounds like two dudes.
Yep.
Who should not be together, maybe. People are really scared of like having to, look, taking care of people is so hard.
It's hard.
Again, but try.
I mean, there's so many, like, there are resources. I mean, caregiver fatigue is real.
Totally.
Like, there's respite services.
Yeah.
But also, like, you didn't even know what you were dealing with.
No.
Like, testicular cancer, maybe he just gets surgery, loses a ball or two, gets an implant, and all is well. Like, you got going before you even knew if it was going to be tough or like, and that's the thing where it's like, you shouldn't be married. Like, if you're a fair weather dater, relationship person, and you can't handle when things get tough, then just date.
For better or for better.
Don't be monogamous.
I know. This is I could go on a soapbox about like what modern marriage means these days. And essentially, long story short, I think it means nothing. People people take vows that mean nothing.
I think it's gotten really interesting.
Yeah. And it's just sort of like, at what point did you think you were going to have to be there for someone?
I mean, this is literally in the vows.
Yeah.
Like in sickness and in health. Like that's still a vow for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like I literally got married knowing that like if anything ever happened, like I'm with someone who would not abandon me. I'm with someone who
You would
wipe my ass. He's a keeper. He's a real one. But
Yeah.
I think like sometimes where like people get married and it's like, why? Like what is the motivation behind it? Like I just learned about the Alpine divorce.
I don't know this.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Okay.
So it's this thing and I think it's coming to light now because there's a trial going on where this guy and his wife or long-term girlfriend went hiking up in the mountains.
Okay.
And he abandoned her there.
Oh, that.
He got himself down
Yes.
and she died.
Yes, I didn't know it was called that. I didn't know this.
It's like popping up right now where it's a thing.
Yeah. This is like we're going off track a little bit, but I'm just like, people get married because they think that they should. I don't think every single marriage, hot take, I don't think every marriage is like for love. We live in a weird society where we don't need marriage anymore. Like it's not like two families coming together for financial purposes.
The
especially in
incentives
the West.
aren't even great anymore.
Yeah. Like I'm
incentives actually can be really negative.
Totally. For me, the institution of it makes no sense. Like, I'm like, if you want to do it, you know, you still have to, like, for paperwork purposes, it does make sense for that. When you're in the hospital, it makes sense for that.
Yeah.
But, like, the institution of marriage, if you're going to go through all of that, you better be somewhat sure that you want to spend your life with a person and deal with the consequences of, like, sharing the world with them. And it's not like a puppy. I mean, this is not even, you shouldn't even give back puppies.
No,
but
yeah.
But you can't just like give, I mean, you can in some ways, but you can't just like give back a whole person. They're like a whole like universe unto themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. I kind of come from a position too where I'm like, I completely agree. Like, do it for the right reasons. Cause like hospital stuff nowadays, that's not even reason enough because you can do a healthcare directive and make that person
sure. And
your
also
proxy.
common law gives you so many rights as well.
Yeah. I mean, you can do your will and like make sure your estate is settled so it doesn't go to your next of kin automatically. There's ways around all of the things that previously were incentives for marriage and like tax purposes. There's not a great incentive for that for a lot of people.
Totally.
Like it needs to make sense. But at the same time, I'm kind of in the boat of like, I don't think divorce should be so frowned upon.
No.
Where I'm like, if you want to get married and you want that
100
locked,
times, whatever.
and people are like, divorce is hard. Divorce is hard. I'm like, yes, emotionally, mentally, it is hard. But no marriage needs to be forever if it's not working anymore.
No, it's an expensive breakup is what a divorce is. Again, my parents got divorced, married each other again, divorce again.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this where you're coming from? You're just like, I've seen this before.
I've seen it before. I've also just like been around a lot of divorces that weren't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Where I'm just sort of like, oh, right. Yeah, it didn't work. People grow in different ways for whatever reason. I watched a lot of reality show TVs that were about like finances.
Okay.
There's one, what was it called? It was called like Till Death Do Us Part.
Oh.
And like more than 50% of divorces come from a lack of financial understanding and everyone goes into debt and then people get divorced. And I'm like, that is too frail of a reason for people to get divorced. I'm like, we don't understand what marriage and like melding two lives mean.
Yeah. What do you feel it means? Like, what is like, is the bar just really high for you if you want to get married? Or are you like kind of like, I don't necessarily need that?
For me, marriage is like such a non-issue that like if I was with someone who like really wanted to get married, I would get married. If it was up to me, I don't need to sign the papers.
Okay.
I just am looking for someone who just makes me feel like seen, and that I feel like feels complicated. But the concept to me is simple. You know, it's like smart, funny, attractive to me,
to you. Yeah.
And like understands my way of thinking. Like we don't have to think the exact same way, but you have to have understanding for how I think and feel and vice versa.
Yeah. You want the meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how do you deal with that person? How do you have fun? How do you have intellectual conversations. Yeah.
You know, I'm a extremely curious person about the world. I move about the world as a woman of color. You have to understand that. Like, there are just things that need to be in place. And then you can kind of be whoever, you know?
Yeah, the intersectionality of it all. Absolutely. I know. Marriage is a big deal.
It's a big deal. And we take it in some ways too seriously and too lightly.
I know. The pendulum, like, I feel like daily swings back and forth in different directions. Like, when I heard about the Alpine divorce, and like, it's even just like people that are dating and like they'll go hiking with a partner and the partner's walking too fast and she's like, hey, can you slow down? And he's like, nah, and leaves her.
Yeah. In fact, we should get divorced.
I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like we respect relationships not enough, but then put too much pressure on them at the same time. It's like, we just need a balance. We need a balance.
I mean, you know, there's like so many studies show that, like, again, this is heteronormative, but like men, the subgroup that is the happiest within men are married men, and the happiest subgroup with women are single women. And it's just like this gay couple, this cancer couple.
I know.
It's so interesting because I'm just like, one of you is in the happiest subgroup and one of you is not.
It's so interesting. We do get some comments from OP too. So someone responds, I'm going to guess from this, the divorce wasn't the case of we divorce on paper, so medical bills don't screw our family.
Oh.
As such, what an asshole move.
Yeah.
Dump them. No empathy.
Right.
OP responds, my province covered everything. My only bill was for the TV to be hooked up in my hospital room after surgery. All of my medical stuff was covered by MSI.
Yeah, because they're saying province, so they're Canadian.
So I don't know if there's other parts of the world that use province.
Maybe France, but I feel like they're Canadian. It's like you don't have expenses for the most part.
Yeah. Also jealous of that. It is interesting how typically like men will leave their sick partner versus like a woman. Sick, disability, that's new. Like women will stand by. And someone kind of comments that nurses are trained to counsel the recently diagnosed spouses of men about this. Men leave their sick partners at a far higher rate than women.
Yeah. It's because women are like trained at a young age to be caregivers. Even me, who like I'm very caring. I'm like, I think a lot of my friends would be like, she's the mom of our group, whatever. But like, I don't want kids either. And so I'm like, part of me consistently wonders why I don't have those same feelings when I see a baby. I'm like, oh, like I don't do that. And I'm just like, oh, is it like little Nadine was like rebelling against this concept of like, we are just caregivers.
Do you have siblings?
I do.
Were you like kind of the caregiver, like almost like stepped in sometimes? Because like for me, I kind of feel like I was like the parentification of it all, where like I also helped raise my younger brother.
I didn't help I had great parents. There are situations in my family where I am like I have responsibilities and it's tough, and I feel like that's the extent of it. And I know what it's like to have to take care of people. I also, like, we had a dog for 12 years and I was like, that's enough.
It's a lot. It's absolutely a lot. And I really appreciate, like, people just knowing what they want these days.
Yeah.
And not sacrificing that. And it's just like, everyone can do what they want to do.
Totally. But not at the expense of your sick husband.
No. And OP kind of responds to that and was like, I was actually warned about this by medical staff after my diagnosis, and I naively thought it would never happen to me. Well, we do get an update. It's coming 3.5 years after the original post.
Oh my God.
So the first post I read was actually posted August 28th, 2022.
Okay.
And this post just came from about a week ago.
Okay.
This year, right now. OP says, my divorce was made official yesterday. It's over. 4.5 years of hell and being in limbo, and now it is over. Last night was probably the best sleep I've had in years.
Oh my God.
Maybe only second to the day I was told there is no evidence of disease. I feel like shouting from the rooftops because I'm free. I was diagnosed with testicular cancer on August 30th, 2021. 7 days later, my ex-husband told me he was leaving me because it would be too much to take care of me, and he didn't sign up to be a nurse. When I had my first appointment with the oncologist a few days after my diagnosis, I was given a warning about men leaving their spouses when there's an illness, but I never thought it would happen to me. Every person in my support group who was married to a man had it happen to them too. It was eye-opening. I spent almost a year going through treatment. I had surgery, I had chemo, and it almost killed me. But in August of 22, I was told there was no evidence of disease. I don't know how he found out, but when he did, he wanted to call off the divorce because I'd gotten better. He was absolutely shocked when I moved forward with the divorce and did everything he could to drag it out. I'm so glad the court finally saw through his games, and now the divorce was made official. 4 years and 6 months after he left. I haven't seen or spoken to him in years, and I don't plan to ever again. Still no evidence of disease. I got a new, great job with the provincial government. I'm planning a vacation for my 40th. Most importantly, I'm free.
Oh my God. I don't think I clocked that it was a week after the diagnosis.
It wasn't included in the original.
Happened. It's like literally nothing has happened.
Nothing. You don't know where you're at with
That's
like treatment
crazy.
or options.
That's crazy.
How bad is it even?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
That's insane. Also, like I've never heard of a divorce taking that long. 4.5 years, like that's half a decade.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I wonder what he was doing to drag it out.
Like postponing appointments. Because I'm like, COVID, like this is after COVID. Like granted, we still were in like living with somewhat COVID in 2021, but like
still
like courts were back up and operating again.
Yeah.
Like they did Zoom courts. Like I'm like, how did he drag this out for so long?
That's crazy. I mean, that alone, I'm like, that's grounds for another divorce.
There's a comment on the update. Happy you got rid of both cancers.
Someone was waiting for 4.5 years to say that.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on to this next one. I know you hate a label, but do you have like a specific love language or like a way you like to receive love?
I like them all. I'm all the love languages.
I'm like, give me the gifts.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love a gift, an act of service.
Yeah, I mean.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you. I like it all.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is really interesting to me, and it feels like there's maybe a disconnect between them there. So this is also coming from True Off My Chest, titled, My husband told me today he does not like the fun lunches I've been packing for him for work for almost 3 years. Crying emoji, crying emoji. I'm 26 female. We've been together for 3 years, married 8 months. I'm not complaining about him. I'm just a little sad because I genuinely thought I was making him happy, and I put so much thought into it that I'm almost embarrassed. I would sit on Pinterest on Sundays looking for ideas, but when he saw me today, he told me the truth, that he thinks it's embarrassing and leaves half of it in his office if he's eating with the other guys at work. I always bake everything from scratch, so on Sundays I do bread, muffins, cookies, etc. I was making them in shapes like hearts. He owns an entertainment law firm, so in baking sometimes I did little law-related designs on stuff. I know it sounds silly, but he's always stressed, so I thought it would make him smile. And I was also adding a note with a little Polaroid of me. Again, I know it's dumb, but I thought it was fun. He never said anything before now. I've been doing it since I moved in with him. He actually would prefer it if I packed everything normal. He just didn't want to hurt my feelings, is what he said. The worst part is, I was bringing this stuff in for everyone, and on his birthday, I made them all cupcakes with little edible briefcases on top that said 40, and I thought they all loved them. I always think things are cool that other adults probably think are weird. Even when I was 15 or 16, I was always immature for my age. I still wanted to do kid stuff, watch kid shows, and everyone had already moved on. Now I'm getting like war flashbacks from my friends making fun of me for it. I thought everyone would find my lunches fun, but apparently they're embarrassing. Also, he's a good husband. I understand where he's coming from. I just feel bad and a bit embarrassed. Baking my cookies and muffins in regular shapes tonight in sadness, LOL. I'll get over it. I think I'm about to get my period though, because I should not be crying over this.
Oh my God.
That period excuse coming up.
Yeah,
and
this
I'm like,
one
no.
I'm sort of like, well, I get it. When you're extra emotional.
You have feelings. That's okay.
True.
Don't blame your period for just normal feelings.
Yes, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
We do. I mean, look, did I cry a little bit too hard at Hamnet the other day because I was on my period? For sure. But yeah, she sounds like she's having real, actual feelings.
This would make me sad. I'd be crying.
Okay. I'm mostly sad for her, but I do have one question.
Okay.
It's interesting that like he's been harboring these thoughts and feelings without telling her for years.
3 years, yeah.
And I'm just sort of like, sometimes the gestures that we do for others are mostly for us. I'm not saying that like her packing him homemade lunch is for her, but I think maybe the aesthetic or like the way she's doing it is more for her than it is for him. Because if she like knew him a bit better, she might notice that he like hates the way that these are.
At the same time, I'm like, I think he's kind of just a immature weirdo.
I mean, if it sounds like a masculinity thing, is like sort of wrapped up in the shape of a cookie, then you have some more inner work to do. This is like an interesting, it's kind of complicated to me because I'm like, he should be able to eat the briefcase-shaped cupcake without feeling like gay or something, because that's what it sounds like.
I'm like, what is your feeling? Like, you're embarrassed, but like,
I understand the childishness of it all. Like, no shade to a Disney adult, but like, do not understand. Like, I don't like cutesy stuff.
Okay.
You know, like Hello Kitty has no appeal to me.
Okay. You didn't get on board with the Labubu's, huh?
The word itself is nails on a chalkboard. I don't like a cutesy thing.
Okay.
And so
you don't like a trinket?
No.
Come on.
I like an ironic trinket.
Okay.
So if my partner was sending me like little cutesy things, I also would be like, stop.
Okay. But an edible cutesy?
Even then.
See, I'm like, I love sweets. Dessert is me.
Yeah.
It's my middle name.
Yeah.
If I had one last food I could ever eat, it would be bread.
Great. I mean,
like,
bread's amazing.
So for this, I'd be like, shut the fuck up and eat your cupcake, bitch.
The act of making homemade food is so lovely.
Yeah.
And I like that she's having the time of her life sort of like making these things.
Sounds like she's living.
Exactly. So I think like if I was the partner, I'd just sort of be like, well, she's having fun. Good for her. She's having fun. Even if I felt like, oh, I don't want to eat this like dog-shaped sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not me. But we've lost a lot of whimsy in our lives.
Bring back whimsy.
Yeah.
Especially men. I like want men to be more comfortable with whimsy.
Once I was, this guy asked me if I wanted to go to a cat show.
What does that entail?
It's like a dog show, but for cats. So it's like they're like picking them up and they're like this long, furry,
like a competition. Yeah. I went to one recently.
It's so funny.
And like the little feathers, and they like get them to like jump and do stuff.
Exactly. And I was just like, God, of course I want to go to that. That's so whimsical.
It's so random and fun.
It's so random and fun. That shit I'm into. I'm going to go to Bob Baker's marionette. Do you know Bob Baker's?
No.
Okay. It's in Highland Park.
Okay.
It's a marionette show, and it's been around for decades.
I love this.
Yes. So Whimsy.
Okay.
That to me is different a little bit than every day eating something pink. Does this make sense?
Yes. Yeah. Like it's cute every once in a while, but if it's like every day and it's like, oh my God, like it's over the top.
Exactly.
It's over the top.
I think she needs to strike a balance.
A balance, maybe.
Of like, it's not like she has to make normal bread. She seems very disturbed by like regular shaped items.
She went from a nice braided brioche to just a loaf.
Square.
Yeah.
But I think the balance of like having fun decorating for special occasions or for herself. And he also needs to look inward and be like, well, a heart-shaped cookie doesn't make me
any less of a man.
Cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, because I'm like, as someone that I just like bought designer cookies for my husband's like 29-hour musical reading. I've never gotten so much compliments in my life. Like people were obsessed with a bougie decorated cookie. And so I'm like, I don't even think like if my boss's wife brought cookies in and cupcakes in every week, I'd be pumped.
Of course.
So I'm like, I do think this is like just a him problem, and it's probably not something anyone else finds embarrassing or weird except you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess, did you like save her from baking all this stuff? Yeah, but like this is what brings her joy.
I know, but now she feels weird.
And now she feels weird. And I'm like,
that's the problem.
There's stuff my partner does that I'm like, I'm not obsessed with it. Like he's obsessed with automating lights and he's like, I want a hue light. I want to have our kitchen pendants come on at 6 p.m. Do I get off on that? No. Am I going to ruin his whimsy of automating all the lights in our house? No. So I'm just like, there's stuff that like you also kind of do for your partner.
Yeah.
Because it brings them joy. And I'm like, this is one of them where I'm like, you should have showed up and just taken the cupcakes.
It sounds like he's a bit like, what's for dinner? She goes, soup or whatever. He's like, ugh. And it's like, well, then you make dinner.
You make dinner.
It's a bit that.
Yeah.
You know? Probably one time someone made a half comment about one of the shapes.
Yeah.
And it stuck with him.
I know. I'm like, I want to know what shapes we're working with. The briefcase thing, that's sick.
Yeah.
I can't imagine she'd pick inappropriate shapes.
He actually might he sounds like he might find a penis cookie funny.
For sure.
You know?
And I don't think she would do that. She seems like she'd, stick within the HR regulations.
I guarantee you this is a Disney adult. I guarantee
you. Think so? I don't know.
And that's okay. And that's okay.
As a Disney adult.
Look, some people are. My sister loves Disney.
I just like, I love the food. I mostly go for the food.
Great.
Give me a beignet. Again, I love a sweet treat.
I like going.
Yeah.
But I'm not like about
it's not
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless Disney's calling, in which case I'm a Disney adult.
Oh, yeah. You're ready for your your big Disney role.
Yeah.
Top comment on this one. Oh, man, I would have loved this. If it makes any difference, I think that sounds like a lovely and fun gesture, and I would have appreciated the heck out of it. I'm a lawyer, do not give a fuck about what others think, although I genuinely think my coworkers would have fawned over it. Someone goes, also a lawyer, and the people at my office would love this. Your husband's firm sounds a little stuffy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could just be that.
I think it's like people have lost whimsy. That's mostly what it is.
I know. How do you get whimsy back? What's the first step to finding whimsy?
It's like, I have a pretty charmed life in terms of like schedule and stuff like that. So I can go to a marionette show in the middle of the day.
I need to look this up.
Bob Baker's marionette. I'm also surrounded by people who love to giggle and sort of like yesterday. It sounds like I have no job. I do. I do work. But yesterday we drove to Venice and we like went shopping and then we got ice cream and then there was this penny hanging from a storefront and then you looked up and there was this leprechaun's note and you had to like kiss the penny because it was St. Patty's Day yesterday. And then we were like, we all probably have a disease, but like,
oh my God,
without
same
questioning,
penny? No
without questioning it, we just all kissed the penny, one after the other.
Oh, you are brave. You must have a lot of faith in your immune system.
We didn't even consider, like, it was right afterwards because we're like, oh my God, the leprechaun's telling us to kiss his penny, and then we kissed the penny, and we were just kind of skipping along.
Yeah, lollygagging.
We're all in our 30s. This is like adult women having an ice cream cone and kissing a loose floating penny. And I'm like, that's what being alive is about, you know? Again, I'm not trying to impose my life on people who need to work and need people who like need more rigidity. But you gotta find your pennies in the world.
And hey, even if you're working, Monday through Friday, 40-hour weeks, you get sick days. And if you get to the end of the year and you have some leftover sick days, call in sick and go find some whimsy.
My sister is a doctor. She's an obstetrician gynecologist. And she moved her 24-hour call shift to come to LA to come with me to Elton John's AIDS Foundation Oscars party. And she bought a dress. And we were being whimsical as hell.
I love that.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can absolutely do it. Find those pennies, guys. Wow. Yeah. I want to hear what you guys are all doing this week to find your whimsy.
Find
small
your whimsy.
Little things. Small. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a trip. Like
a penny.
Literally small.
Literally.
You stopped. You got yourself a slushie. You bought the cookie that you wouldn't. Like, what are you doing to find your whimsy?
Yeah.
Because I need some inspo too. I got one last one for you here.
Okay.
This is coming from Relationship Advice. It's 11 days old, titled, I just found out my long-term boyfriend, 23 male, had saved explicit photos from my best friend, 23 female.
Okay.
I, 23 female, met my boyfriend when we were just 14, dating since 15, and now we're 23, 8 years together. I've always been a little suspicious of his true relations with my best friend, 23 female, but I choose to trust him when I would voice my doubt. I had his phone and went through it, not my proudest moment, and I found out that he had saved explicit photos in his Snapchat convo with my best friend. She was in the shower, covering only her nipples. I love him and I'm scared to lose him. I don't know if I'll find someone who clicks with me the way he does ever again, but I need advice on moving forward here. This friend of mine will deny any attraction or assertion towards my boyfriend, but it's something undeniable. And I'm turmoiling between sadness and anger, all while feeling betrayed and frustrated for some of my doubts being confirmed. My boyfriend told me it was a mistake. He says he never solicited the photos, has no good reason for saving it, and regrets never telling me after it happened. He also swears to have never cheated on me, never sent anything back, but I can't see any other reason for him to have kept these photos other than for his own pleasure. This irks me. Saving explicit photos of my best friend to get off to, while he didn't admit that, I just don't see any other plausible reason. He claims to be done with the lies, swears this is the full truth. These photos were sent in 2021 when we were 18 years old, and it was during COVID. They have kissed before during a drinking game with some friends, and my best friend's cheeks immediately blushed. I don't recall my boyfriend being visibly taken by the moment, but my friend's reaction was enough for me to lash out a bit. I don't have anyone to turn to for advice either. I'm embarrassed of this. How can I go to my friends and family and tell them about this? Someone that they have seen me grow up with for years betray me and lie about it? That's why I'm posting here. I'm at a complete loss right now.
Okay, where to begin? First of all, again, not your friend.
Your best friend.
Girls,
They're saying
we gotta pick buddy girlfriend.
Best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this is like a canon event though, where you have a really close girlfriend. At least my generation, like growing up a millennial, I think like we've become more girls girl as time has gone on. But like, I think there was still inherently a lot of competition in the friendships that I had at 18 and 20. And it took some growing pains to find my girls and my best friends and not the ones that are going to secretly text your boyfriend behind your back and tell them you're cheating when you're not. I've had shit friends and I'm like, oh, you got to go through it. But like at this point, like you're still calling this person your best friend and it's not.
I'm going to counter that.
Okay, let's go.
I've never had this incident happen.
Never? What year were you born?
No, I'm not falling for that. But I'm a millennial.
Okay.
I have a sensitivity to this kind of like person and will not be friends with them.
God, you just got a good read on people, more intuition.
It's a burden because a lot of the time I have to wait for other people to figure it out. They're like, oh, like Chelsea's like, no, she's like cool. And I think she's like also shy. And then they throw out tons of, she has ADHD. Like they throw tons of things. And I'm like, and then eventually she, you know.
You clocked it early and you're like, I told you I wasn't fucking with Chelsea.
Totally. And I'm like, she may have these things. She
I've
may
gotten
be shy.
there now.
But
I didn't have that. That's an intuition. Like for you to just have that, that's special.
I have gotten into so many like little arguments because I'm just like, I don't want to hang out with you because I think your vibes are off. You have such a like sense of self that like not many people, like it takes years to develop that. I could not tell you where it came from. Genuinely. I think about this constantly because I'm just like, I was raised right, but also I'm just sort of like, I wonder where this like complete and utter abandonment for like how everyone else seems to have like formed.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like this little dumbass who truly, who was just kind of like, if you don't like that, then never mind.
Like take it or leave it.
Yeah. And it's like, because I also am sensitive to other people's moods and stuff like that. I don't know. The way that my brain computes, I can't do my taxes, but I am very sensitive to how people are. It's give and take.
But yet you don't seem like you're an overthinker about it.
It depends on the person and depends on the situation. Okay. If you want to hear stories of how I've completely made a fool of myself in the last week.
Okay.
I'll tell you. How long do you have? That's a different podcast. It's called Being a Fool with Nadine Bhabha. But like there's something about a person I can see one film through, like that like little layer that people put on when they're talking to people. I can see just right through that. And there's sometimes it's like, I know that they're actually really cool. It works in the opposite way too. I'm just like, once we get through this like tiny little layer, they seem so cool and
this
fun.
Awkward facade.
Totally.
Yeah.
You just have to make them feel comfortable. Like, especially with girls, not that I'm diminishing myself at all, but like I'm happy to trip and fall. Because I feel like I have a bit of like I know we don't say this anymore, but I have a bit of resting bitch face.
I feel it. Yeah.
And I'm happy to trip and fall so that you see that I'm also a clown and it's okay.
Yeah.
And you can feel comfortable around me. And so I think my like goal in life is to put normal people at ease. If you're kind of annoying, I'm not going to do that with you. But if you're in a room and you feel a little uncomfortable, I'm happy to
be the icebreaker.
Yeah, totally.
I like that. So you got to read on this one. Not your friend.
Not your friend. Not your boyfriend. The thing about clicking and not being able to find someone, you will.
You've been with this one for 8 years. You don't even know what else is out there.
There are 7.5 billion and a half?
Something.
Someone.
A lot of people.
Google it. Billion people in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of them duds.
I just love how, like, God, you're so candid. You're just, you're with it.
Yeah, like you're not, you're going to have to wade through a lot of people. However, there are so many people that you will be able to click with over the course of your life. You're going to change. They're going to change. We don't need to be bogged down in my best friend sent nudes to my boyfriend and he's kept it. Moving on.
It's red flags all around.
Yeah.
How did he get those nudes? Why did she feel comfortable enough to send them? Did he solicit them? I have a hard time believing there was no lead up to that from him. No, there's no interjection from him to get those nudes. Right.
And even
he
if
kept
she
them.
was being a little bit of a chaos demon or something. And she's like, I'm just going to send this, whatever. It's like,
let me throw a wrench in there.
Literally bye.
Yeah.
Life is both long and short. Life is too short to be with people that we don't feel comfortable around.
Yeah.
And life is nice and long. You will find someone else to click with.
Completely agree.
You know?
Completely agree. And you're 23. You're like the best age. It starts to get so fun.
You are 42 more incidences like this away from finding your person.
Yeah. I don't even care what age you are. I'm like, don't waste another day. Literally. If you have an inkling and you're like, I know this isn't, but it's fine for now. No, do not waste another day.
Also, I'm like, we don't know where she lives or anything. Mm-hmm. I'm like, get out of your environment.
If
you're in a small town or something, get out of there.
Experience life a little. That's like one thing I'm so proud my little brother did, because he's like, nope, I want to live in Duluth, Minnesota my whole life. I never want to leave. I don't want to do this. And I'm like, Taylor, just go out and see a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So he moved to Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. He's branching out a little bit. And I'm like, good. Like, you can always move home. But just see a little bit more of the world in the meantime.
Totally. And like, my friends are always like, your person lives in, and then they're like, they like spin a globe.
Yeah.
Not real advice at all. And it's like possibly in like Spain or like England or whatever. It's like there are so many people out there to meet.
Yeah.
They're not all going to be in Duluth.
No.
You know?
No, and they're not going to be your high school sweetheart that you met at 14.
Also at 14.
Getting nudes from your bestie.
Also, I'm going to say something. Cancel me. I don't care. If you guys have been together for 10 years since you were 14, he's gonna want to see another pair of boobs. And you can't blame him.
I mean,
he went about it in the wrong way.
Yeah, 100%.
But
the internet would have been better than the bestie.
Yeah. But you want them attached to someone that you can like talk to. You don't want just like loose floating boobs.
Are you a believer in the high school sweethearts, or do you think you need to experience a little more? Test drive a few more cars. I'm going to say you like a test drive. You like going to the lot and trying all the cars.
There's this very specific couple in my life who have been together since they were 16, and truly all of us are like, wow, like that's so special and cool. It works for them. I think they're the exception.
Rare breed, yeah.
Rare breed.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I'm like, you're weird.
I know. My brother and his wife started dating at 17, but like broke up like a couple different times.
Sure.
She moved to Florida.
That's kind of interesting though.
Yeah. And like they went through a lot of trials and tribulations, but now here they are.
It's cool when it works itself out and you guys can grow together. I do question, I'm like, how little have you changed since high school that this fits still? But sometimes it does.
But they had to break up and like see other people and like go through a lot of shit to even be like,
to come back together.
Yeah.
That's to me is like a different story.
Yeah.
Like my friends it's themselves.
That's so crazy.
They are the exception because they have grown together. But I'm always like so curious about, I want everyone, there should be, like The Purge.
Yeah.
There should be 1 year where everyone is single in the whole world.
You love the chaos.
Everyone? Everyone in the world is single for 1 month.
Okay, a month?
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do with myself. I'm like,
well, that's what I'm saying. And you know that. Like you're going to a bar, everyone's single. You're going to the zoo, everyone's single. Like you're out in the world, you're at a coffee shop, like you're talking to your friends.
Yeah.
Everyone is single. Everyone is fair game.
Okay.
I like wonder what
would happen.
What would happen?
How many? You must love Love Island. You must just like love
a reality show.
Girl.
No.
But like it's kind of that premise of like, let's just like throw everyone back out into the pond and see who couples up this time.
Totally. The concept is so fun. I mean, I'm an OG Jersey Shore girl.
God, Snooki.
Yeah.
Just another little chaos meatball
Absolutely.
demon. Yeah.
But imagine what that would be like.
Imagine.
And it's like anyone who's listening to this who's my friend is like, you want that. I'm like, maybe I do.
Selfishly.
But I also think like it would shake up a lot of people's ideas of what partnership looks like.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people's partners come from convenience. And imagine.
I know. I think people would see that there's a lot more out there for them.
Totally.
I think like too, we're coming from a place of Reddit and getting a lot of these stories. And there's so many stories, like even tabs I had pulled up for you today where it's like, my boyfriend's mad that I don't clean enough. And it's like, well, what's he doing to contribute? Like, I think there's so many people out there that are in these relationships that obviously relationships take a lot of work. They take a lot of balance, compromise, sacrifice, whatever. But it is so unbalanced. And yet, like, do you just not know what else is out there for you?
Yeah.
Top comment on this one. Yikes. If he felt bad about it, he wouldn't have saved the photo in the first place. And if he felt true guilt over the situation, what he did, he would have told you sometime in the last 5 years before you found out yourself. Not good, girl. I'm so sorry. Don't let familiarity excuse mistreatment.
Hell yeah.
I like it. That's a line. Don't let familiarity excuse mistreatment.
People think breaking up and having to be single again is jail time.
I don't get why. Is it hard? Does it hurt?
Totally.
Horrifically.
Yeah.
But
there's like the stigma of like, oh, you're single. It's like, you're garbage. It's so interesting.
It's that social currency. Being in a relationship, having a boyfriend, it's that social currency. But Vogue just did an article that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. So maybe we're growing. Maybe there's some like balance in that.
Yeah, mostly it is. It's like this thing. I was talking about this with my friends the other day. Again, mostly heteronormatively. Like you have the best, most coolest girl in your life, and then you meet their boyfriend or husband, and you're just like, this guy.
He does not deserve you.
Literally. And it's like, there's like no sense of humor. There's no like curiosity about the world or whatever it is. And so I'm just like, I would rather be single than my friends all looking at my chosen partner going, this guy?
He's okay.
Yeah. Or, oh, he's coming? Ugh.
Oh.
The worst.
The worst.
You know?
I know. Oh, I want you here for like 2 more hours. You just have so many hot takes.
So many.
So
Do?
No.
100,000.
No, those 3 cents came in hot.
Yeah.
They came in hot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find you?
On Instagram, but don't come like to my house or anything.
No, just Instagram. Your TikToks are also hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm getting back into talking.
You're getting on there quite a bit more. Yeah, I love that. I will make sure Nadine's links are in the description. Easy to find her. And I saw you do an interview and you're like, I hope I'm on season 2. I hope I make it back.
We don't know.
We don't know
and
yet?
we're not being coy.
No.
We genuinely do not know.
You literally were one of my favorite parts of the show.
Thank
You're
you.
such a good friend and you got a lot of wisdom in there. So I feel like you clocked these ones.
Thanks.
Until next time, guys. Bye.